Alex Branson-Cole's brought a few fans from Kent, repatriated from France in the southpaw. He's only got one blemish. That was last time out. He's got to bounce back from that, and it was a stoppage against a fellow prospect in what was billed as a 50-50 fight. He walked onto a left hook. That was back in November, and he was stopped. So there might just be, George Groves, a few demons to exercise for Branson-Cole tonight.
Yeah, there just might. It's always hard coming back after a defeat. It always, rarely will you see the punch-perfect performance in that fight back. You've got to do your utmost to make sure that you're on it.
All
and
boxes.
I'm sure Branson-Cole has ticked every box in the gym and in camp, but he'll certainly want to get back to winning weights this evening.
All boxers believe in that aura of invincibility, and when that is shattered or punctured, a new belief system has to be built up and created. And this is an opportunity to do it. You can see he's the older man, actually, Branson-Cole. Jordan Latimer, 5 years younger at the age of 26. Height advantage for Branson-Cole, and he's got the winning resume too. But as we said, he's going to have to bounce back. Slight advantage in reach as well. Will he use that tonight from the southpaw stance? It's an all southpaw matchup tonight. Here we go then. So welcome back to Jordan Latimer, and it's a what can we expect on the return, first fight back from a defeat for Alex Branson-Cole. He does have the advantage in height and in reach, and probably in weight too. He's been sort of flirting in between super middleweight and light heavy, whereas Latimer has been largely in between light middle and middle. So just maybe a slight discrepancy in terms of where they have been fighting. Will they meet in the middle, or will all of that weight, height, size perhaps lean towards Branson-Cole? Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah, measured start here from Latimer, sort of trying to feel his way in, pouring a little bit with that southpaw right jab.
Yeah, whether he's just probing or at this stage just a little hesitant, but yeah, that jab just coming out slow, and maybe an opportunity for Branson-Cole if he can switch on to it. Looks at this stage as though Branson-Cole's just having a little look. You could understand maybe a little bit of tentativeness himself, coming back off that first career defeat and a stoppage at that. And when you are up against an opponent, maybe with footage and knowledge slightly thin on the ground, George, to talk us through, say, the first couple of minutes of a bout of that nature.
Yeah, well, there's that feeling out process. That's where you want to, essentially you want to establish your rhythm within the fight that suits you, the distance that suits you, and you do that 9 times out of 10 with your foot position, and also by landing that lead hand, landing that jab. That'll give you the distance control that you desire, and then you look to build off that jab with the shots. And at the moment, both guys are sort of feeling each other out, but there's no real commitment from either guy with that jab. No one's thrown it with any force yet. I think they are still getting the gist of each other, trying to feel each other out. And sometimes southpaw v southpaw, it might be a little uncommon for them, where they're used to fighting, they're used to them being the odd one out, and they probably faced a lot of orthodox fighters, so they're working each other out in that mirror image.
And used to having the slight advantage with the jab,
yeah,
as well, which is offset here. How much are you looking for patterns in your opponent when you don't know much about them?
Well, yeah, you're trying to set the traps, Alex, and then see how they react. So you can see both guys here. There's not massive commitment on the jab, but they're pouring out a little bit. There's some feints. They want to see what their opponent, do they have a little tell? If you throw out a soft jab, are they going to react to it? Are they not? I think they've had that first round now. If I was in the corner of either guy, I'll be saying, right, You've had that round to feel your opponent out. Now, let's put a little bit of weight behind that jab and try and build off of it.
And when you're setting those traps and you're looking for tells or reactions, in terms of storing that information, when are you thinking that you might put into play? Are you waiting for the second time, the third time, and the fourth time?
That's a good question. So, from experience, as you go through the levels, you don't get the opportunity to set the trap up multiple times.
So you have to take it when you get the chance.
So yeah, and at the elite level, if you make a mistake once, you're getting paid for it the second time. They ain't letting you get away with that mistake, or you ain't getting away with that mistake again. So if you react to the feint, or you drop that left hand, or you leave the chin high, or you pull out high, no doubt they're going to make you pay. But it's forever trying to give your opponent a different look. Keep giving them a different look. Keep the opponent in front of you guessing. If they don't know what's coming, they can't get into their rhythm. And you do that by changing your head height, changing the distance between you, giving them different varieties of the shot, different tempo, different power.
Branson-Cole's trying to get on the front foot. Just not really committing or following through with the shots so far. It's creating the openings, isn't it? You can see trying to prise through the guard with an uppercut. The moment, not really putting much on those shots. And I think if you're Jordan Latimer, after the long break, coming into this one on the back of a stoppage himself a few years ago, he'll be quite happy with the kind of pace of things and the attacks such as they are.
Yeah, Branson-Cole's definitely got the size advantage. He looks the bigger man. But Latimer, a little bit more commitment in this round from his right hand, from his left hand out the southpaw stance. But I'd like to see him build from it as well, come with that second wave.
Looks in good shape, Branson-Cole, on this first fight in 2024. Nice jab, Branson-Cole. He's getting himself into good positions. Just fancy he needs to turn those hips and really commit to the shots.
Yeah, I mean, when you're giving away the height and reach, you've really got to commit to the shot. You use the shoulder rotation to give those extra couple of inches to punch through the target. And you've got to make sure the feet are nice and sharp, because they're the ones that are going to have to just dart in and out of range, so that you can close that distance and land those shots. This is a little bit comfortable for Branson-Cole, I think. Branson-Cole, you know, he's pressing off the front foot, he's taking centre of the ring, and he's kind of dictating the pace.
Well, but certainly scoring shots, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's decided at this point not to sit on his shots and put any power into the shots, but I think volume is working for him. I've got him winning this round just by landing the more shots, but
closing seconds of round two. A bit more authoritative from Branson-Cole. He's certainly controlling the action.
And sometimes that happens when you feel like you're winning the fight, you're in control, you sort of just go onto that autopilot sparring mentality, but really think about landing some power shots on Latimer in this round.
And you certainly brought a few fans here tonight as well. Over on the far side, they were making themselves known during the introductions. And now Branson-Cole in this round, boxing orthodox. Wonder if that'll create more opportunities for him, or maybe give a chance to Latimer. Again, Branson-Cole trying to change levels. He's done that nicely, hasn't he? He's dipped down to land his shots to the body so far through the first three rounds. Well, that was better. That was the left hook. You could hear that.
Yeah, Latimer's corner calling to him, asked him to work the body now. His mouth is starting to open a bit, starting to feel the pace.
And that's it. Under the lights for the first time in a couple of years. All the anxiety and tension that goes on all through the day, thinking about the fight, getting to the arena, then warming up, getting your hands wrapped even before the introduction. So much kind of mental torture that goes on for fighters.
Oh, we love it. We love it, absolutely every bit of it.
Where's the point where you start to kind of embrace the emotions, embrace that tension?
Well, you're trying to not waste it, I think, on fight day. So you don't want to be... I used to turn my phone off throughout the day. I don't want people texting me, wishing me luck, because then you're just thinking about the fight. By the time you get to the changing room, it might be 2 hours before you box. You have to fill out your forms for your anti-doping, and you might start a slow warm-up. And then once the hands start getting wrapped, that's when you can really start enjoying yourself, because you know it's time to switch it all on.
Well, that left hook to the body was the first kind of switch up in the tempo from Branson-Cole. There he goes again. Whips that left hook in. Now that's been the punch so far of the fight, and both of them landed in this round. And whether it helped because he was in the orthodox stance, maybe.
He's looked more comfortable in the orthodox stance in this round. Branson-Cole.
Yeah, that left hook to the body, particularly the first one, the first kind of shot whipped in that we've seen so far tonight from Branson-Cole, who is certainly in front so far. Into round 4 then, this one's scheduled for 6, and I think if you're in the Branson-Cole camp, you're going to ask him to put his foot down now.
Yeah, I think he's in full control. I've gave him the first 3 rounds. Back in the southpaw stance at the start of this round. But yeah, a little bit more spite, I think, on that right-hand jab. There we go.
Yeah, a bit more purchase on the shots as well. Whether that's a confidence thing or whether that's a premeditated move, but yeah, 3rd and now into the 4th, a bit more like it. And I think Branson-Cole, he's probably seen enough of Latimer so far through the first 3 rounds to maybe feel a bit more confident, to be a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen anything from Latimer yet that is a worry, is a concern. He's almost on the verge of going into survival mode. This is better from Branson-Cole.
Yeah, a bit more commitment, a bit more turn in the shots, and a little bit more power because of it. Working behind the jab. He's starting to find the target more regularly now, Branson-Cole. Head movement's good.
Yeah.
And now Latimer he's almost forced to fight his way out of that little sequence. Nice 1-2 from Latimer. Again, Latimer kind of forced to fight, but managing to land a couple of shots of his own.
It's a better exchange there from Branson-Cole, but a little bit off the pace in this round. I think it's a better round for Latimer. You know, maybe find a little bit of confidence, or maybe just in a position now where he has to let his hands go a little bit more.
Or almost just fighting out of kind of self-defense, as it were, because he's kind of been under it, hasn't he, for the last couple of rounds. But yeah, he's landed some of his best shots. Oh, there's a nice left to the body, followed it up with a shot upstairs. His variation upstairs, downstairs has been good, Branson-Cole. Here we go then, into round 5. Scheduled for 6. The right hook sneaking round the guard from Branson-Cole. Again,
yeah, I'd like to see Cole come with that second wave. So he lands a shot, but then he just sort of lets Latimer off the hook, backs out of punching range like this, and then he has a look. But if he just sort of, even if he's only a half step back and then comes again, really ramp up the pressure now in his 5th round.
Just been clipped a couple of times, isn't he, with the counter shots when he does close the gap. But there's a nice body shot again from Branson-Cole, and defiance from Latimer. He's been forced to fight, and he is. A little bit of blood from the nose of Latimer also. As George was saying, that mouth's been open for a couple of rounds now. I think he's feeling the pace on his return to action.
Yeah, a good little body shot sneaked in there from Branson-Cole. I think Latimer felt that one.
There might be moments in this one so far that Latimer's sort of wishing he was back in the university library. But he's fought his way out of a couple of those skirmishes, even though he's been under pressure for the last few rounds, pretty much from the start, actually. The first round wasn't much action, but since then, largely, Branson-Cole has dictated the play, and again, landing a left hand to the body. When he does close the distance, Branson-Cole, he's getting himself into range, but he's also in punching range. Those are the moments when Latimer should be looking to counter.
Yeah.
Like
he
that.
paused there. Yeah, he paused there. He threw double jab, right uppercut, double jab, left uppercut, and then paused. Latimer came back because he has no option but to come back in those situations.
Oh, little uppercut there in that exchange, and again Latimer being forced to fight. Getting hard, but the finishing line is in sight. Here we go then, 3 more minutes to decide this one. You have to feel that Branson-Cole probably won most of them. I think a better 4th from Latimer, where he landed a few shots in that one. Not much happened in the first. So I suppose those are 2 rounds that are up for debate. The other 3 pretty convincingly won by Branson-Cole, it would seem. Oh, nice uppercut.
Well, let's see if Branson-Cole can get the finish that I'm sure he desires. He'll want a KO win. He'll be back in winning ways. Started this round positively, a little bit more energy from him. Still in that southpaw stance. But can he keep Latimer under pressure? Can he keep him on the ropes? Come with that second wave, maybe even that third wave.
The body shots have been his best, hasn't he? I mean, when he was in the orthodox stance in round 2, the left hook to the body, and then again in round 3 when he switched back to southpaw, there was a straight left to the body as well. That left hand to the body has been his best shot all night, and there you can see that stabbing left hand downstairs again. Nice sequence that. Good combination. Started with a jab, 4 punches, ended up with a long left from Branson-Cole, who's controlling things again. A little dab of the glove to the nose with blood coming from that for Latimer. He's had to fight through that for the last 3 rounds. Oh, that's a body shot. Oh, and it hurt him. Delayed reaction. And with a minute to go, if it was going to be anywhere, it was going to be the body for Branson-Cole. Great credit to Latimer, up between 7 and 8. There's still just around a minute to go.
Yeah, let's see if Branson-Cole can find that body shot again. I think one more and this fight's over.
No stoppage so far in the career of Branson-Cole. Is this his opportunity? 30 seconds to go. Latimer, unsurprisingly, on retreat. Got his feet moving. "20 seconds to go. Left hook creeping through from Branson-Cole. Is he running out of time? You see protecting himself well. Got the elbows down, Latimer. It looks like he might just have ridden out the storm as he backs off at the end of this one. And Branson-Cole is going to run out of time. Latimer earns the final bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee scorecard. Referee Mark Bates scores the bout 60 to 53. And your winner, Alex Branson-Cole.
Branson-Cole with the victory and a return to action a few months on from his only defeat. Fans over on the far side delighted with that. So is he. A hurdle overcome, I think, mentally as much as anything else.
That was a great comeback fight. How did you feel in there tonight?
No, I felt good. Good to get the first one back. I needed it, and I'm grateful for Johnny Clark to have me on the show. No, I felt good.
It looked like it took you a few rounds to get going, but once you did, it was brilliant. You caught him with a body shot with a minute to go of the fight. Is that what you were expecting?
Yes, I always start a bit slow to get warmed up. I'm ready for the 8-rounders and the 10-rounders. I'm ready for that. I've got a bad habit of warming up slow, but when I get warmed up, then I'm ready to rock and roll.
What did you want to showcase in there tonight? Bearing in mind it was a comeback fight, what were you wanting?
To get the rounds in, to get the 6 rounds in, and to work my jab. And the other stuff we've been working in the gym with my coach, Ian. So, yeah, part and parcel of boxing, learning, progressing, and I felt like I'd done some parts in there.
Your first time on a top-tier show, how has the experience been?
What a show. Well looked after, well organised, and I'm hoping to come back again. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
We would welcome you back. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all my supporters out there. Thank you. I couldn't do it without you lot. Favasham!